Hello student, today we have to move for the next continuation part in the new lesson, that is the sources of energy. Yes, we know about that many sources of energy are there, okay. So which are those sources of energy? They are nothing but the wind energy, wind sources, water sources of energy, solar energy, solar sources of energy, bioenergy, bio sources of energy, then biofuel are also there. Bioenergy nothing but the biofuel like petrol, diesel, coal. Those are all comes under that. Okay. Then thermal energy, thermal energy, nuclear energy. So these are all the many sources of energy. I think you know about that. Okay. Wind energy in the sense the energy generated by the wind. Water energy in the sense the energy generated by the water flow of water. Solar energy in the sense the energy generated by the sun. Biofuel in the sense the energy which is formed in the earth crust by the decomposition of the animals and the plant, that is called as the biofuel. Biofuel energy. And the next thing is thermal energy. Thermal energy in the sense the energy generated by the thermal power plant, I mean okay, that is called thermal energy. Then nuclear energy in the sense the energy generated by the nuclear fission or fusion. So like that many sources of energy is there. So in that we have to consider the what is good sources of energy. We want to consider, yes, many sources are there. So which is good source, which is the good sources of energy, that thing we want to consider. Let us know about that what is good sources of energy. Good sources of energy in the sense a good sources of energy would be one which would be a large amount of a work want to done. Okay, it has want to give a more amount of work done. Okay, if we are using a 1 liter of petrol, at least that efficiency should be 90%. Okay, I mean it has to give the 90 kilojoules of the work. Okay, that is called, I mean the good sources of energy should has perform or should has be provide the more work done, as well as be easily accessible. So it easily accessible. So what is mean by accessible? Accessible means available. Okay, ಬೇಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. And also the easy to store, it should be easy to store. Okay, to store it should be easy. Okay, not required much more large equipment to store like that. Next also easy to transport, as well as easy to transport from one place to another place, it should be easy. Next also people, most importantly, that is that for the people it is be economical. Be economical means everyone can able to afford that, ellaru ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿರಬೇಕು. So these are the then that sources of energy is called as the good sources of energy. Keep in mind. Okay, so which sources of energy gives us more work and be easily accessible in the sense available everywhere, and easy to transport, easy to store, and also the be economical. Be economical means it is having a less price. Be economical means what? Having a less price. Then that kind of energy, that sources of energy is called as the good sources of energy. That is called as good sources of energy. So which is that, if we are giving an example for good sources of energy, which is that one example we can give, so that is the solar energy. Solar energy, yes, we can give an example for the good sources of energy, that is the solar energy. So in this only we can get the meaning of good fuel. So what is mean by good fuel, or what are the qualities of good fuels? Qualities of good fuel. Qualities means how the good fuel will be want. Okay, that is the qualities. The good fuels would be one, which is that which is easy to available. The same it is. So it is easy to accessible or which is easy to available. Then the should not produce more smoke. This fuel after burning should not produce more smoke, not produce more smoke. That is very important, because smoke, producing a more smoke creates the pollution, environmental pollution. Okay, which fuel we are using, so that should not produce the more smoke and should release the less amount of a heat on burning. It release the less amount of a heat on burning. Okay, so this kind of a fuel is called as the good fuel. So which is good fuel? Good fuel is should be one, which is that it is easily accessible, not produce more smoke, and also the should release the less amount of a heat while burning. Okay, less amount of a heat while burning, and not produce the after burning also not produce the more ashes. Ashes in the sense ಬೂದಿ, ಬರೀ ಬೂದಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡೋದಲ್ಲ. Okay, should completely turn that fuel after burning should completely turn into the as work. Okay, that is called as the qualities of good fuel. So almost it is the repeated questions, keep in mind. So which are the qualities of a good fuel? That is repeated questions, almost you have to keep in mind. One is be easily accessible or be easily available, not produce more smoke and not produce the more heat while burning, and not produce the more ashes. And also you can add this point also, easy to transport and easy to store, and be economical. That fuel, that kind of a fuel is called as the good fuel. Okay, next we have to know about the fossil fuels. What are the advantage? What are fossil fuels? First we have to know about that. I think you learned this thing, fossil fuels, in your in the 6th standard, 7th standard, like that. Let us know what is fossil fuels. The fuels formed by the burning of large mass of plants and the animals under the earth crust are called as the fossil fuels. Biofuels or fossil fuel. Okay, at the time of an earthquake or at the time of a landslides, so a huge mass of the plants and the animals, they are buried means samadhi ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ, under the earth crust, after 100 years or 200 years or 300 years, due to the high pressure which has created in the earth crust, that causes the or that leads to forms the fossil fuels. Okay, so totally in one line or two lines the definition for the fossil fuels. The fossil fuels which are formed by the burying of the dead plants or the animals under the earth crust. Okay, dead plants or huge mass of plants and the animals under the earth crust are called the fossil fuels. Okay, let us know the advantages of fossil fuels. Advantages in the sense uses. Okay, so where we are using the fossil fuels. Advantages of fossil fuel is it is a clean sources of energy. Fossil fuel is very clean sources of energy. It is a very clean source. Okay, clean sources of energy. I mean it is not having any pollutant like that. Then it is this fossil fuels used for a many purpose, and it is non-renewable. Keep in mind, it is used for many purpose and it is non-renewable. I think you know about the meaning of renewable and non-renewable. Renewable means we can reuse that or recycle that. The which fuels are recycled, they are called as the renewable, and which fuels can't able to recycle again. Okay, if we once use, that's enough, we don't want to use again, they are called as the non-renewable. Even the fossil fuels also non-renewable, and they are fossil fuels in the sense, I think you know about that, petrol, diesels, coal, charcoal, those are all comes under the fossil fuel only. They are used for many purpose, and it is a clean sources of energy. Fossil fuel is a very clean sources of energy. I mean, we can, from the earth crust we can get directly the petroleum or the fossil fuels or coal or charcoal, like that. It is not mixed with any other mixture or any other pollutants. That's why it is called as the clean sources of energy. These are the advantages of fossil fuels. Let us know now what are the disadvantages of fossil fuels. Yes, everyone having merits and demerits. Okay, so let us know the disadvantages of fossil fuels. They are in a limited amount. Now they are in a limited amount. Okay, it is not possible to share for all the population. Okay, for all the increased population, they are in a limited amount. That this causes, which are in a very limited amount, this causes the energy crisis among the people. Energy crisis among the people. So what is mean by energy crisis? Energy crisis means the situation in which the demand of the energy is more but the supply is less, that is called as the energy crisis. Keep in mind what is mean by energy crisis: the situation in which demand for the energy is more but the supply is less, that is called the energy crisis. So fossil fuels are very much limited amount, that causes the energy crisis, one thing. And the burning of this, if we burn this fossil fuels, that creates the pollution. I think you know about that. That creates what? Environmental pollution. And also they release this burning of fuels release the oxides of, which is causes the pollution actually, that release the oxides of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, that causes the acid rain. Do you know that oxides of sulfur in the sense sulfur dioxide, oxides of nitrogen in the sense nitrous oxide or nitrogen dioxide, and also the oxides of carbon in the sense that is the carbon dioxide. So this causes, if these acids are mixed with the rainwater, that causes not only the pollution as well as acid rain, as well as what? Acid rain. Okay, and also the burning of fossil fuels causes the greenhouse effect and global warming also. Okay, it causes what? Greenhouse effect. Here I am writing due to shortage of space. Okay, greenhouse effect and global warming. Okay, so what is mean by global warming and the greenhouse of effect? Greenhouse effect means, okay, increasing of carbon dioxide level, okay, in the atmosphere, that is called as the carbon greenhouse effect. Keep in mind what is greenhouse effect. Increasing of carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere is called as the greenhouse effect. In the atmosphere, carbon dioxide level must be 0.03% only, and oxygen level is 21%. Keep in mind this. Okay, carbon dioxide level must be 0.03%, oxygen level is O2, and nitrogen percentage should be 78%. Okay, nitrogen is 78%. Okay, most amount of gas present in the atmosphere is nitrogen. Okay, the second one is oxygen, the third one is carbon dioxide, the remaining will be 0.97 will be other gases. Okay, totally if carbon dioxide level is increased more than 0.03%, that causes the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect in the sense increasing of carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere is called as the greenhouse effect. Keep in mind, and you can note this statistics. The amount of nitrogen present in the atmosphere is 78%, amount of oxygen present in the atmosphere is 21%, amount of the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere is 0.03%, and 0.97 is the other gases. Okay, other gases, mainly which gases is more present in atmosphere, that is nitrogen. Keep in mind. Okay, next we have to come to the global warming. What is mean by global warming? Yes, this carbon dioxide level has increased in the atmosphere. No, so what happened? Carbon dioxide level increase ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ? That leads to the increase in temperature. That leads what? Increase in temperature. If the temperature is increased more than 30 degree or 35 degree Celsius, that causes the global warming. What happened? Temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. So I think you feel in a summer season for a 28 degree, 29 or 30 degree only you are feeling very hot. So if it is increased for more than 35, 40, 50 like that, may it creates a more hotness in the atmosphere, and due to the global warming, I think you know about that Himalayan so mountain will be melted. Himalayan mountain will be melted. Once if the Himalayan mountain will be melted, whole India was under the will be under the flood. Keep in mind, okay? Himalayan mountain is melted once, whole India will be under the what? Flood. Okay, to avoid that we want to decrease the pollution, and we want to decrease the liberation of carbon dioxide, we want to decrease the greenhouse effect, and we want to decrease the global warming. Everything will be linked each other. So students, you should be very careful. The increasing of carbon dioxide level or the increasing of pollutant in the atmosphere is very dangerous. These are the disadvantages of the fossil fuels. Once again, I will recall you the disadvantages of fossil fuels. The fossil fuels are in limited amount, that leads to the energy crisis. They creates the fossil fuel, burning of fossil fuels creates the pollution, and the oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, and oxides of carbon mixed with the rainwater, that causes the acid rain, and also the burning of fossil fuels causes the greenhouse effect as well as the global warming, due to what? Releasing of more amount of carbon dioxide. Hope you will understand this. Thank you all.